Hello, team. This is Debbie. It's Wednesday at noon. I am here for Wednesday training. I'll give people a second to hop on. We could have more people than normal, with training today, or we may have less. I guess it depends what people are doing. Oh, hang on. Why is it trying to shut me out of here? Guess it depends what people are doing. They might be homeschooling right now. They might be, I know you guys probably are not out and about, that's for sure. So I'm going to give you a sec to hop in. I got all dialed up for you guys for my, my big day out today. Oh, got a tickle. Oh, got a few people. Hey, Kim. Boy, Kim, you've been joining all over the place now that you're home. Okay. All right. So let's talk about overcoming adversity. Funny enough, I pick my topics for training weeks ahead of time. So it just so happened that this happened to be for the topic for this week, which is quite ironic, isn't it? So let's just make one thing clear at the very beginning about adversity. Life is just a continuous succession of both small and large problems, right? I think we all know that. They never end. No sooner do you get control of one situation and you're hit by another. So life is just kind of a process of 2 steps forward and maybe taking a step back. But no matter how smart and clever and careful you are, you're gonna have life struggles, challenges, difficulties. Sometimes you're gonna have heartbreaking adversities. Sometimes they'll seem like they're constant. Other times they'll be more spread apart. But bottom line is we're all gonna have them, right? We have major adversity going on right now. Every single one of us. No one's exempt from this one, right? It's not very often something like that happens. Vacations are getting canceled. Mass chaos to even get toilet paper right now. Who would have thought? Your kids may be home from school and not getting schooled. People are losing jobs temporarily, perhaps even permanently. Jobs, restaurants, bars, things are just shutting down left and right. No flights, to different countries. So there is a host of things happening in our country right now. And I think we're probably at the beginning of it. I think there's going to be more to come. So the question is, what do we do? Every single one of us are affected by COVID-19 right now. Nobody can escape it. You might be able to escape the virus, but you can't escape what's happening to our world right now. So these big issues can have really rippling effects on our lives. So the question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to step up? How do you handle adversity when it's thrown at you? I mean, this was like a curveball. Literally, I was literally on an airplane last Monday, and I cannot believe everything that has happened in 1 week's time. Or even today, my husband had rented a big 17-bedroom house for some of his managers out in Utah, and they were supposed to be there until today. Well, he got out there last week because he went out a couple days early. He ended up having to cancel it. He had this house. He lost money on it. And he flew home Sunday, luckily, because, of course, if you didn't see the news, there was now an earthquake in Utah today. Airports are shut down. So he would not have been able to get home today. His managers would have been stuck there. A lot of them have little kids at home. So, another curveball. Thank goodness things happen for a reason, and he was able to get out Sunday, and nobody was affected in his group. Of course, other people there are affected. So how do you handle things like this? There's no purpose behind all these things that's good, right? But you know what? Good things happen from everything. I don't care what it is. It could be the worst thing, but there is something good that happens out of everything. And it may be hard to believe that at a time like this or when things are really, really bad, but it will happen. Something good comes out of everything. With my son's diagnosis of juvenile arthritis back, gosh, it's been a while now, 6-7 years ago. Yeah, did it stink? Of course. We had some terrible years, but there's been some other really good things that have come out of it. Things with his self-esteem, opportunities he's had. For his health, no, there isn't really a whole lot of good things that have come out of it. But but other things in life, there's been some good and positives that have come out of it. What could come out of this that's positive? Maybe it's going to be people having more empathy for one another. Maybe it's going to be to slow us down. My gosh, You know, everyone always says, look at one of our main things we say to people is we are the busiest women in history. Well, guess what? Us busy women are having to stop right now. We're having, I mean, major breaks on right now. I mean, this is dressing up to be able to come live in a video today. So that's my big day out. That's slowing down quite a bit, isn't it? So maybe it's more family time. You know, I do have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of births in the next 9 to 11 months. So we'll see how much family time is happening for a lot of people. But, you know, maybe someone's been debating changing their jobs, and now this gives them the final push. So I do think there'll be things that come out of this that are positive. If you want to experience a life of victory, you have to develop endurance to overcome the adversity. We all have to be able to get over hard situations. So this means having the stamina to stand through any storm or pandemic that life brings your way, right? As well as, you know, tenacity to triumph. Even in the moments of turbulence like this, in crazy, crazy times, there's gonna be unshakable, even when we're uncertain, right? Things that we're all you know, kind of shook up right now. But overcoming adversity doesn't have to be impossible. Dealing with adversity can actually become a positive and nourishing experience that can lead to growth and development for each and every one of us. The problem with adversity is most people see it as a negative thing. Most people will never see it in a positive light. A lot of people see adversity that the world's out to get them. You know, why are they having such bad luck? However, that's not it. In many cases, adversity gives us the opportunity to learn through tough lessons that can help us improve our life and circumstances moving forward. But in order to see adversity in this way, we have to, you know, be able to handle it and look at some things. We have to maybe look at some things in our life that might be hard to look at, or, you know, face things head on in order to look at it. I work in mental health, and it's changed the way we talk to consumers. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is just kind of a new thing for everybody, right? Okay, so here are some suggestions I have for you guys. Again, I'm not a counselor, but here's what my suggestions I have for you guys. Number one being having the right mindset. I know we hear this all the time about everything about our job. We hear it over and over. But you guys, your thoughts are essential. They are going to frame how you handle the tragedies in your life. We have to choose. We have the choice to choose how we feel, and we have the freedom to choose how we feel. How lucky is that, right? We choose how we want to respond to people, circumstances, and events. So getting past adversity requires you guys to change your belief about challenges. It's not about what's just happening to you, but it's about how you respond. So think about, you're at the grocery store with your kids and the toilet paper is out. Are you freaking out in front of your kids? Are you going and causing a fight with the guy in the cart who has 6 things of toilet paper? Or, excuse me, are you figuring out where you're going to get it from? Where you're going to find toilet paper from? Or you tell them, you know what, for right now we're using 2 squares each. You know, again, having the right mindset. Our kids are watching everything we do right now and how we're handling things. You have to realize that difficult times are meant to derail you, but to develop who you are. So that positive mindset is so, so important. There's going to be many times throughout our days right now, you guys, that you are going to go, because you can't leave your house or your kids are driving you crazy. I don't know about you, but I'm running my dishwasher every single day right now. I don't usually run it that often. I'm doing more laundry than normal. I'm cooking every day. I don't normally cook necessarily every day, because a lot of times it's just my husband and I, because my son's at school and my daughter's at dance. So, you know, yeah, I'm doing some things that I haven't done, but maybe I'll get frustrated as they're bickering with each other. But to that negative quick, I'm always going to try to find that positive one to spin me out of it. At least we're together. Or, you know, I mean, at least I get to cook for them. At least I have the ability. At least I can still go to the grocery store and buy food. Let's look at last night's launch, if we must. It was a mess, right? Let's just say it. It was a mess. I'm telling you, I'm right there with you guys. I did a host order first, and I had like a $3.10 balance. I've been charged, I think, 12 times for $3.10. Then I did a customer order for Then it still went in. It wasn't even a customer order that I did. I did do that. That was the only thing that actually worked. But for every one of those orders, almost 9 of the 12, it went and charged me $152 because it then ran out of hostess credit. So I've been charged so much, over $1,000. I get it. I get where you guys are coming from with frustration. So we have to find positives in that. Positives, corporate came out and talked to us today. Positives, they said they will do anything they can to make it up to us. They will fix it. They are totally apologetic. They thought they had this launch figured out, and this new error message that made a lot of us feel like it wasn't happening goofed everybody up, because we all kept clicking this. I shouldn't have clicked that 100 times. So again, remember, when you start to lose your patience over things like this, people are watching you. So just kind of something to keep in your mind. If you have kids at home with you right now, especially, they're watching how you react. Okay, number 2, I want you guys to surround yourself with positive people. Right now, of course, we have social distancing, so it's easy to not be necessarily in front of people who are negative, but that's going to mean on social media too, you guys. Don't get stuck in groups where they're just bashing things and saying negative things about the government and stores, anything. I mean, why even engage in that? It's not effective. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to change things. So surround yourself who are people who can still be light of this and make some jokes, although we all, know it's not a joking matter, but sometimes a little bit of humor among friends is okay. When you're having that stressful day, call someone that's going to bring you up and not rebel with you in that stressful situation and go, oh my gosh, yeah, and this, and this, and not pull you out. You want the friend that's going to pull you out when you have your lull, just like you're going to pull them out when they're having their bad day. Those friends are going to be real important right now. The ones that are going to pull you out instead of wallowing with you. It's just so important. We all make mistakes, but we all want to be around people that help us move forward in times like this, rather than the ones that pull us back and draw us back into the negative. All right, so number 3 is what I'm going to recommend, is stop making excuses. Excuses sometimes can be lies that we tell ourselves because we're avoiding things, we're afraid of the future. But again, what you are telling your mind can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you want to still be achieving things with work or other things, I'm not even just focusing on Color Street right now, because there's so many things right now that are going on. But maybe your other job, maybe you're working from home right now, and it's probably a struggle if you're not used to that. So instead of, it's finding the negative of it, that maybe it's really hard to do it because your kids are bugging you, instead find the positives of where can you get away? How much time can you set for yourself? Where can you go in a room? Can you and your husband be trading off times? Just different things. But the excuses are going to keep you in a limited place. Right now, if you're saying, well, I'm not going to reach out to people about the polish, how could I do that? With everything, why not? Why not? The worst they can say is no. But again, be cautious and be pleasant about it. But right now, we might be the thing that gets these people smiling when they see our pretty polish. And, go online and put your nail polish on so they can see you doing it and see how easy it is to do from home to make yourself feel good. Overcoming that, nope, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I'm too busy. I have to do this now. I can't do this. You know what? You feel so good when you conquer those excuses by having the courage to do it. The things that I hate doing the most, I feel the best when I finally do them, because it takes so much more oomph for me to get those things done, that then when I'm done, I'm like, yes, I feel like I just climbed a mountain. So don't make excuses right now. Now is the time to be working through those excuses. Number 4 thing I can recommend to you guys is writing. What a great time to journal. I know Dina Doyle mentioned the other day on our leader call how she's kind of journaling things she's doing just to try to take reference of what she's getting done. But you guys also, how cool will it be to look back in 10 years and read your thoughts and what you're thinking each day of, this day, this is how I felt about being at home again on day 3, or Oh my gosh, the kids were doing this today. Hey, this funny thing happened. Hey, we watched this movie. We'll forget all this. It's only a matter of time. We're going to forget this happened. We'll remember the big thing, but we're not going to remember all the little things that are happening in your households right now. Write it down. Write it down for you so you can go back, so you can evaluate how you're feeling. You can assess, are you writing down more positives or more negatives? Okay, well, if you're writing down more negatives, let's look how we can take a different spin on that. Maybe just writing things down of what's going on is going to help you better understand the situation. We're always going to find someone in a worse situation with this than us. Think about elderly people who cannot leave their houses right now, or probably really shouldn't because it's unsafe for them. Think of people in Italy right now. So think of outside of what's happening to you. Think outside the box, but just write down what's going on. And I think you're going to enjoy having this journal. Maybe have your kids journal too. It'd be kind of interesting to see what their thoughts are each day in this too. Okay, number 5. I'm sure you guys have noticed this because I sure have. Nature. Holy cow, outside, that's about all we can do right now. I have seen more people in my neighborhood walking dogs, going for jogs, and it's not that warm yet. I will tell you, we've been walking the dog. My dog, our pets are the happiest people, or the happiest things around right now. I don't know about you guys, but my dog is getting walked every single day and loving life, because she does not always get walks, in this weather. So she's loving life. So get out there, you guys. If you are sitting in your house all day, locked up, our windows are still closed, it's not warm out, that fresh air, there's so much research done that outdoor activities reduce the level of stress. Get outside, get your kids outside. I'm making my kids walk with me every single day. Sometimes I think I'd rather send them by themselves, but sometimes I will. They did actually go Monday by themselves. Get them outside, get yourself outside. You guys really need to enjoy the beauty of the fact that we can go outside. What if this was something in the air out there? What if it was some type of chemical and we couldn't even do that? So that's one thing that we can really be grateful for, is that we still can enjoy nature. It's going to keep hopefully getting warmer and warmer, that we're going to be able to be out there more and more. Next thing, this is a great time to invest in yourself, you guys. Professional development. You have some extra time, turn on a video, turn on some trainings you've been meaning to listen to. Pick up that Rachel Hollis book you've been wanting to read. It's a great time to go out there and take these things that you may not have had time before. They're going to help build who you are. It's going to go talk about all this kind of stuff. It's going to talk about keeping that positive attitude. These things usually talk about getting around people that make you feel good. These are the things that are going to fuel you and keep you going right now in this time when other people may start to fizzle. We can be there for them, and we can be checking on them, and we can be the light to their day. Be that light, be that person. So listen to all these things, invest in yourself, not just now, but always. But now is going to be really, really important to read those quotes, staying around people that make you feel good. And the final thing I want to talk about is maybe find a hero or a mentor. If you are just really, you just can't get out of this funk. You're stuck here and you don't see any positives in what's going on. This is overwhelming. If you're a planner and you are a person who likes control, you are really out of your element right now because you have no control. Everything is day by day right now. I'll go back to you, Chastity. Hang on, let me finish this part. Everything is out of our control right now. And so, maybe you need to find somebody. A hero is typically a role model you look up to that you don't necessarily know, but maybe you admire them from a distance. Maybe you see this person on social media and you're going to reach out to them and talk with them about what are they doing to deal with this. Or maybe it's not even Corona related. Or find a mentor, somebody that, we're all going through the same thing right now. Who's a person that you look up to that even in the toughest times, they can find a positive attitude? That might be the person for you to click onto right now and just say, you know what? I think we could do like a weekly check-in, or can we chat through Messenger sometimes? But people like that, those are the people you want to attach yourself to that are going through or have gone through whatever you're dealing with, and they can perhaps guide you through the next steps of your journey. Because you guys, life can get us down, but we can pick ourselves back up, all right? we're strong. We all have that little dreamer inside of us, right? Anything is possible if we're willing to persevere. Now is our time to show that we can persevere, you guys. If you find yourself on this slippery slope of depression, because this can not only is it is winter out still, it is chilly. So not only is it cold that you can't do everything outside, but now you may be locked in your house. So you guys, I really challenge you to what can you do different? You've got to dig deep into your soul, surround yourself with people that you are going to bring you up and not push you down. You want those people that are going to help you through this if you're struggling with it. And if you're not, we just need each other then for our own sanity, right? So let me see a couple comments here. Fresh air and sunshine, absolutely best medicine. We heat with wood. Oh, that's nice. That's a good smell in your house. Aw, you're too sweet, Chastity. Okay, need some structure for journaling. Google morning pages. Oh, you're offering. Let's see, Google morning pages. I've been doing 750 words most mornings since the start of this year. Oh, I like that. So interesting and helpful. Gets all the dust out. That's awesome. So it's called morning pages, and is it giving you topics, Chastity, like things you can be writing about? Not sure if you're still on. So if you are, just tell us. Otherwise, I will Google that after. But yeah, I think journaling will be quite interesting to go back and read someday. So you guys, that's what I have for you today. Again, this is just a crazy time for all of us. I want you guys to know that you're all amazing, every single one of you, and we will get through this together. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest things about all this is finding people's relationships and how important we are to each other, and really maybe not taking people for granted anymore as you're not able to see people, realizing, think of those elderly people who thrive on touch and they're not getting any personal touch right now. Just that pat on the back, that hug, that handshake, all that stuff that we're so used to that is being cut out of our lives. So maybe if nothing else, we will learn to appreciate all those small things in life and appreciate just being able to meet a friend for a drink or a meal. Because when that stuff's taken away, you really realize how much you do miss it. All right, you guys. So again, keep washing those hands. I did get my son finally tested today. We went to the drive-through, and I will find out. I'm pretty confident it'll be negative, but I felt like I should do it. They said 3 days, which seems like a long time. So I will continue to stay in my house. That's why you guys are my big day out in my curled hair for my life. All right. Thanks for the sanity, guys. Thanks for keeping me sane and letting me come in our space and chat with you guys. I appreciate your friendship and just knowing you guys are all there too. All right. So take care of yourselves.